It's football day. It's another one of those where we're going to do questions and answers first. Then we're going to go on a little trip and we'll figure out what was on in the day. Wonderfully, yesterday actually, I got a bunch of comments on almost every single one of the Football 101 videos by the same person. It's Anglo-Am. The capital letter's on the second A, so I figured that there's a second syllable on there. But like, it was like, you lived in Europe long enough to cross your sevens. Okay, yeah. That's, in case you guys don't know, that's when you go like, does that make sense? Like some fonts do it, some don't, but I always have that little like top over down and then I cross it. I was trying to mirror it there for a second. And apparently that's a European thing to do. I don't know. I saw someone do it a long time ago and I just realized it's a little bit more fun to write a 7 that way. Thanks for all the diagrams. This is one of the special teams one. He says it's kind of confusing, but so is football. Auto Football 101 video. Intricacies is the right word. Wow. He really likes really like my teaching style. Did I train for teaching? No, I did not train for teaching. There's an old adage that says, you don't know something well until you can teach it. So that's what I kind of go with as to why I'm good at teaching, is because I know the subject well enough that I can teach it to lower levels. Because you have to be able to know something pretty intrinsically to be able to step down and utilize language levels. As this was intended to be for people as these videos were intended to be for people that live in Europe or not the United States. We'll just say that one, not the United States. I try to use simpler language. They're not trying to play, they're just trying to watch and understand, which is fine. I did not make those videos with the intent purpose of having wide receivers try to do it. If they want to watch it, that's fine. That's specifically on the receiver video. And like any player can probably watch those videos and gain a little bit of knowledge, or future player, or like was intended. You don't have to go into the sport. You just are like, I want to know what the hell this thing is. Like, I kind of wish someone had like a Gaelic football 101 or a hurling 101, because I didn't really understand the sport. I had to like Google a lot of it and go through stuff, and it just, you know, if maybe for one of those, if you guys are out there and you live in Ireland and, you know, you want to teach people about hurling, go ahead, make hurling 101. But like, it's an interesting sport, and I feel like it could take off around the world. Devin Fraser, you're such a great guy. This is my first vid, and yeah. I always love it when people actually end the comments with, and yeah. It's almost like they speech to text. Like when you speak to your phone and it writes it for you. That they're just like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Like they got done with a verbalized thought, but then the computer actually, like, literally did it. Active Jets. I almost read that as Yets. I have an orange uniform, but it's like the Browns colors, and the team name is Bears. It's all orange with a little bit of white. I have some orange and white cleats. All I need is the half sleeve and my helmet, which hasn't arrived yet. And I'm super jealous, because I love orange. Like, just the concept of playing for like orange and black and, you know, obviously white, because that would be the away colors, would just be great, because that's like the Beavers from Oregon State. But I can't go to Oregon State and play on their football team, so the closest thing I got now is to become an actual Dutch nationalized citizen and then try out for the Dutch Lions, which seems, well, less crazy. And then Scott Marr from 4 days ago. Thank you for the videos. The information helped. Did I notice extra room in the back of the shoulder pads? This was about my Zenith, the current shoulder pads that I'm wearing. And I answered in the question that a padded shirt might help for that extra feeling. But I just like clamp it down a little bit more. Plus, you know, I'm a bit padded around the upper body. So it's kind of hard to tell as everyone's different. Your shoulder width. So it's like as a linebacker, perhaps you want to like thicken up your chest a little bit. But if it's a kid, you can't really bulk up your child. Well, this is not Hansel and Gretel. But yeah, that's pretty much all of that. And that's it for the comments. So we're going to head over to a store called Decathlon. They have a lot of varying sports around there. And I get a lot of questions that I should go. Like, I've seen other current football YouTubers go to sports stores and do like a shopping spree thing. They don't actually buy anything, at least I hope not, or they're spending way too much money. But that's their biz. So I'm going to show you why I can't really do that here for American football gear. I think there's a store down in Brabant, but I don't have a car. And with our current pandemic, travel's a little bit wonky, especially now that... Anyways, so let's head over to Decathlon.
Well, hello. Now that we're done with comments and stuff, look at that. It's a bunch of cleats. It's a bunch of soccer cleats because there's nothing football related in this store, pretty much. It's Decathlon. I mean, even those are soccer gloves. Although they do have some like lightly padded stuff right down there, but I mean, these are not fully padded. That makes any sense. Plus, it's for kids. But yeah, look at that. I mean, sometimes you can find some padded stuff. Like, there's just not much here. Because people are like, oh, soccer's a contact sport. Soccer's not a contact sport. I don't care what Niels said to me. To be fair, I did concede that it was more of a contact sport than golf. But anyways, so, oh my God, look at that. A football. They have multiple footballs. Like, what is going on here? And then they've got like the midgy little play ones that have whistles on them. But yeah, everything around here is like Kipsta. Even junior size Kipsta. It's just the brand. Kipsta. But yeah, it's like there's not much like to get here. There's no cool cleats. There's no football gloves. You know, I've had a couple requests to go on shopping things, but best we got is like rugby cleats, and I need more cleat than that. And to be fair, getting to a point we're starting to get like, see, there's my padded shirt that I have. It's rugby. Also, you can get apparently rugby. There's like all the offload stuff is rugby. So apparently they also sell douche. It's a shower gel. A douche is shower. That's the term for it here. But go ahead, laugh at that all you want, kids. Gel douche. Cool effect, scrubbing effect. It's looks like off-brand Axe, technically. But yeah, I mean, they've got some cool socks here, but I'd have to go look in the actual like soccer section to get stuff. They've got mouth guards. Oh, look at that. We have Shock Doctor mouth guards. Not that I want those. That was like my first mouth guard ever, and I felt like my teeth were gonna break off. But yeah, then we've got the shin stuff over here, and but yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Between baseball and football, that's it for American sports. Honk ball. Do they still call it honk ball here? Baseball for kinderen. Okay, no, they actually call it baseball here. The Dutch call it honk ball. That's a thing. All right, let's head back over to the house and whatnot.
So yeah, as you can see, that's not a lot of stuff. Like, there are probably some soccer cleats there that I could buy that are super snazzy and great, but they all have like padding around the toes, and I don't really need that. I need more cleats, but I don't like the rugby ones, because I've talked with one of my Jim, the guys that works at the gym, he plays rugby, and he understands that like American football cleats and rugby cleats aren't necessarily the same thing. One of the other guys, Niels, actually we talked about soccer cleats or football cleats, and that they're not quite right because a lot of them are designed for turf, not. It's funky because we don't have turf fields for American football everywhere. So do you get grass cleats, or do you get turf cleats, or do you get and not to mention the turf cleats, like the only two turfs that I've been on that have been close to what was in the States were the Crusaders and the Arnhem. Rotterdam and Groningen have a weird turf. So, yeah, those still work, but it still functions the same. It like gives you that super clean cleat feeling when you get done. Whereas like my home field is sand and silt and a little bit of clay. But we have a moat. They call it a slocha around here, and it's full of sick and grong, but whatever. I will chat with you guys on Sunday. We'll figure out if my chest cold has gotten better. And so if I can head out and do some stuff on a field, at least, because I got that tripod better so I can set it up. But later. Bye.